Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I'll be your friendly, grim, and glorious master today, because today we are going to be returning to a game we played quite a bit a couple weekends ago, and that is Cubicle 7's latest Warhammer RPG, that is Warhammer The Old World. This is... depending on what part of the world you're in, it may be out in print at the time of recording, or it may be on the way. They just announced for us in North America that it's coming right away, but I do know that last time we played this, one of our players already had his player's book in print. This game is a set in the same old world setting, broadly speaking, as what the Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th edition is, which they also publish. But this is set 250 years before that. It is referenced as well as in the game material as a world of legend, so to kind of distinguish it from the more, I don't know, where magic and some of the more supernatural dangers are more commonplace. This is a quieter time for the old world, where chaos is not quite as prominent. The greenskins are not as much of a persisting threat. What other one? The vampire counts are not as that was the most recent conflict that the Empire was involved with, was defeating the vampire counts, and the belief is currently that vampirism has been eradicated from the old world. Unfortunately, the Emperor is dead, and the Empire is in a bit of tension. Two other major differences for this setting, if you're not familiar with it, is the widespread belief of, or accepted belief of, different churches is not present. There's a lot more tension between the different churches among the various gods of the old world. And wizards are not a accepted part of society. They sort of need to justify their place, or they get, turned over to witch hunters, potentially. But witch hunters also do not have the ubiquitous authority that they seem to have in the modern version of the old world. So joining me in the world of legend, for the first time for one and returning for the other, are two of our stalwarts on the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are and who you're playing? First up, we've got Graham.
Hi, I'm Graham. I'm playing Christoph Hockendal. He is a hedge wizard, and he is an elementalist.
Very nice. Christoph, for those listening at home as well, is one of the pre-gens from the starter set. And joining him, returning to the world of legend, is Sean.
Hello, I'm playing Jospar Le Maréchal. He is a nice Bretonian human. He is, by career, he's a member of the Town Watch.
Oh, right. So, Sean, it's been 2 weeks, I think, since you played Old World.
Longer. Is it 2 weeks ago?
I thought it was only 2 weeks ago. Maybe it might have been 3.
You're probably right.
Because usually it was our Warhammer weekend, and I think it was our last Warhammer weekend. In any event.
Yeah. I have it as May 8th, so that would have been about a month.
Actually, every 2 weeks. So yeah, that'll be two sessions ago. What do you recall about your? We did do care gen for your game, but we then sort of launched into an adventure and began unveiling the grim portent that would shape Jasper's future.
Yeah, it was a good time with Jeff and Jonathan, I believe.
Yeah.
And
do you have any recollection of what you were doing, or see if I?
Yeah, we went into we were trailing somebody. We were going into we're going into a forest.
Yep.
A dense forest, and we were being a bit stealthy, and we were.
Do you remember why you were going into the forest?
I might need a nudge.
Well, I will happily use that as an excuse. So one of the things that we didn't talk about it before we went live, was the setting itself. So one of the neat things that you can set this game wherever you like. The assumed setting is the town of Talagad, and one of the things we were talking about last time, because you kind of use the same contacts and sort of the same locations, if you're playing multiple campaigns in the same thing, you may be inclined to use create your own setting, which is perfectly serviceable. But the kind of fun thing of using this setting over and over again is the idea, like the same reason people like going back to Skyrim over and over again, or to other similar games where you're like, oh, I recognize this place, and it's going to be a different experience for you each time you go and each time you experience those interactions with those characters and how it comes together with yours. One of the signature parts of the setting in Talagad is a tension between two different military units. One of those is a traditional unit here that is called I want to say the 7th.
It's a good number.
Fusiliers. Let's see here. Where are they? Knights. It's the Witch Hunters. Nope, they're nuts. Here we go. Oh yeah. For those listening at home, apologies. We have not played in this setting for a wee bit. So one of them is the Fusiliers, and I believe Jesper, who are your two contacts?
Mine are the one you just brought up, Lieutenant Danya Klossner.
Right.
And Lottie Babkina?
Yeah, the patron of the River Run.
And I had a conversation with him. I recall, it's all coming back to me now, up here, up in his outpost, his seldom used, seldom visited outpost, I seem to recall. Yes. And right before we left to check in with him, and he is a friend, a contact, and I want to say he was like trying to recruit me to his outfit, something like that. Maybe not recruit,
but you offered yourself to him, and it was less about. So the difference between is the Talib long sights, and they are Fusiliers. They are also kind of scumbags. They are a notoriously corrupt and kind of sketchy unit. We gave a quote from him last time we played, and it says, "Look, Krautman, a few rusty blades vanish, or an old suit of leathers falls off the back of the cart. I don't give a damn. But a keg of black powder goes missing, then you and I are going to have a problem." Now, I'm going home for the night. I'm going over the night tomorrow. I'm going to look in the storehouse and find I miscounted today, and every grain of powder is right where it should be. I hear the Nullsrotters have some extra, but don't get caught. The Nullsrotters are that's the other military unit I was thinking of, the 11th, what are they called? For Pete's sake. The Talibheim 11th. They are like the more chivalric, honorable warriors. They are the ones who have been primarily involved in fighting with Osterland to the north, the province to the north, and some of the border skirmishes that Talibheim has been having with them. They have been assigned to Talagad in part because of problems here, and in part because the long sights are not really, they feel that they are not giving the priority to the problem they have, which is fighting with the folks in Osterland. As a reminder of our map here, the border between Osterland and Talabak is the River Talabak. So Talabecland is south here of the river, and Osterland is north. Very easy to get in lots and lots of scraps with your neighbors. Also, there's a religious element to it. The Osterlanders love Ulrich. The Talabekers or Talabeklanders, they favor Tal, the god of the forest. What you were hired for is because from the Longsight's perspective, those who do take their responsibility seriously, there's rumors of trouble. And the trouble is apparently coming from Sigmarite fanatics from the west who are coming in and seeming to stir up trouble in the region around the Barren Hills. So you had been commissioned to deliver a message to an outpost there, to one of the long sites, right? And then what do you remember finding when you arrived?
That the town was on fire. It had been attacked by goblins, something like that.
Yes, you were attacked by a band of goblins, greenskins, when you're going in, and we left with you guys deciding whether to charge into that plume of smoke that you saw to try and help or otherwise. So that is where we left.
We dealt with them somehow, I think, a bit.
What was that?
We dealt with them.
You beat the hell out of the first group of goblins, but that was ambushers on the path.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, Christoph, you may think to yourself, well, what the hell does any of this have to do with me? Because your contact, one of your two contacts, Giselbert Almeida, he happens to be very well favored by the Nullsrotters, by the 11th. He, in fact, has a nickname among them. And that nickname, I believe, is Orcscrocher.
Right.
Yeah. He has sort of justified his existence as a wizard in this region by being of value to the Nullsrotters.
Yeah, by being artillery.
Precisely. Yeah. Okay. So what that means is that in a roundabout way, while Giselbert is pursuing his own interest in Talagad now, in particular, does this say on your sheet how you know Giselbert?
It says that he's the only arcanist who I know properly. He claims I have great potential, and so we clearly have an understanding, or he has a good understanding of my craft, and perhaps that's how we got to know each other. And he has offered me a place in the Hexen Guild. But I haven't taken that up yet.
Has he offered you one, or is he a way of getting in? Because I thought it's just that he was...
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just reading off the sheet.
That's what I'm saying. I may have misread it. Did it say that he's offered you one?
He's offered me a place, a small circle of wizards who trade in secrets and favors. You haven't given him an answer yet.
Very nice. Okay. So he is kind of what an idealized version of a wizard is. He is cultured, he is political connections, and he's got great power.
Yeah.
Christoph, you on the other hand, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I probably would get turned away by the doorman. I think it's probably safe to say at the Hexen Guild. I am. So if you picture him as a wildsman, I think because he's had some very difficult experiences with his magic, and he's had to basically flee witch hunters, probably Sigmarite witch hunters, coming over here, burning our mages. So I've had to get very good at understanding and being comfortable and basically out in the wilds. So I had this wild man of the woods look about me. I sort of carry on a bear skin over my shoulders. I'm covered in scrolls and skulls of various animals. I probably smell, to be polite, I smell of the forest.
Yeah.
And my elemental magic is early. I've got a rudimentary, but clearly, as far as Giselbert believes, it's something that could be sort of worked on and developed quite quickly.
Absolutely. One other neat difference in this game, so trappings is always how Warhammer Fantasy RPGs have referenced your kind of belongings. In this game, you have trappings, but you also have assets. What asset do you have? It'll be underneath the trappings on your character sheet.
I have a variety of things. I have a peasant's garb. I think that's being polite.
So those would be your trappings. Trappings are personal possessions. Oh. Assets is the separate category underneath that.
Well, so I think it's with a line between them. It will be a secret hideout.
Precisely. Okay. So if you're looking at the PDF of the character sheet, they don't make that distinction. But it. Okay. But it is. If you look at the Roll21 or the printed version, okay. It would have that. But what that is it distinguishes the personal belongings from sort of things you have access to. So I'll tell you what more nebulous things like a secret hideout or like a laboratory or an estate if you're a noble. And each of them has specific mechanical effects as well.
Right.
Yeah. So let me tell you here, because the secret hideout is probably where you stay in Talagat, as opposed to owning property. All right. So secret, and your brass status, right?
I imagine so. Yeah. Let's have a look
on the Roll20 sheet. Oh, actually, on both things, top right, I believe, is where on the PDF top right on the character sheet, it's
brass
midway
3.
Down on the right.
There it is. I'm sorry, Jasper. I don't know where you are in the social order, but I'm probably bringing you down. Are you the same?
Same.
All right.
Okay, so brass.
Birds of a feather.
Brass status, a secret hideout. You have space to lay low and camp out for a while, known only to your most trusted allies. Brass hideouts are little more than a covered hole in the ground. Higher tier hideouts are much larger, better, hidden, and contain supplies to last you weeks or longer in hiding. So the hole in the ground is kind of what
I'm going to have all this pushed through. We're going to have I'm going to have a shower over there and a bar at the moment.
Christoph watches a lot of home reno YouTube, so he has some real good ideas. Where do you foresee? Are you sort of just outside of town, do you think, or are you somewhere within town?
I think if there's a wooded hill that looks down into town, I'm probably
most
somewhere
definitely
up there.
Yeah. There actually is both. One of the things that is Talabak, the county. It is notable for being incredibly heavily forested. For one, There's also a pretty substantial mountain that is right to the back of the town. So I think this is oriented north. What's this in the compass there, I guess? So it would be the southeast, I guess, of town is this massive mountain. So you could have a nice little perched hole where you hide out there. Yeah. So
like an eyrie that looks down.
Exactly. Now, to get us into the session today, here's what I'm going to assume. Is that you have met with Giselbert and Giselbert, and he has a favor to ask of you that is like a favor for a friend kind of thing. You know he has the interest of the Hawklanders, the 11th Regiment, and more so he's got a kind of a debt that he owes to them. They feel that the Orcscrocher's time has not yet concluded. And while they are not necessarily intriguers or whatnot, they certainly know who the Longsights are, and they know what kind of shenanigans they get up to. One of the things they are concerned with, and that he tells you, is that the Longsights seem to have some kind of particular interest in the southwestern border. They seem to be hiring reprobates to go and look into something out there. They suspect it's smuggling, and they fear that it may have something to do with the rising Sigmarite threat that is growing across the border. If the long sights throw themselves in with the Sigmarites, or if they're facilitating the Sigmarites coming in and the Reichlanders, that would make what is currently a struggle with one border become a two-front conflict. So largely, they don't want the long sights to cock up a circumstance on the border and make it now two problems that they have to deal with.
And are the long sights the elves?
No, the long sights are the other regiment.
Oh, the other regiment.
They're
right.
the long sights are the troublemakers. That's where Jaspers, I mean that in the most, kind way as well. We all love troublemakers. GMs in particular. This is what the uniform of the long sights looks like. They're the troublemaker regiment. They are often staffed with ex-poachers, criminals trying to work off their time, or otherwise just ne'er-do-wells. So, not an undeserved reputation. But they wish for someone to go. If any of their number is known to them, and they are also fearful of sparking conflict with the Sigmarites, if anyone is going to know how to avoid getting the attention of Sigmarites and say, witch hunters, excuse me, it would be the Orcscrocher. Giselbert, however, has other things occupying his interest. He has asked that you travel surreptitiously. You happen to come from a rural community in the southwest. If anyone's going to know how to move through there unseen and be able to ferret out whatever is going on with the long sights down there, he knows that the most recent intel is there are 3 individuals who seem to have been hired by one of the lieutenants or officers within the long sights. As far as he knows, there is a dwarf, there is a Bretonnian, and there is a Talabheimer, someone from Talabak. I don't know that he has the names for you, but he knows that, I mean, if you find a trio of a dwarf, Bretonnian, and an Imperial walking into a bar, not only will it give you a punchline for a lead up for a punchline for a joke, it will also tell you that you're looking for the correct people. I trust that you would be satisfied to help him out in this.
Oh, very much so, yeah.
Okay.
One day I'll look as good as he does.
Definitely. How do you feel? So this is going to be traveling back down river from... So Talagad is right here. Talagad is the port that leads in. It's actually a quite important place. That's where the bridge goes across, and arguably I think it's called the Cold Bank, is the northern bank of the river there. Arguably, it actually belongs to Oshaland. Not a problem yet, but potentially a problem in future. You would be traveling downriver towards Misson, and I believe it's at Misson is where you guys departed. I actually can't remember from the last session. I didn't watch that far into it. But I believe it's around here that they departed and made their way inland. Have you any questions about that? And this is where you could actually draw on your lore to just flesh out stuff that your character would know about the setting or the region that you don't necessarily know. I don't know if you necessarily have a lore that applies, but...
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm not sure about you, Jasper, but I've got provincial lore.
And you have the Empire and provincial lore, and the way that they suggest interpreting those things is like the more specified that the lore is, the more detailed information. If you've got, like, say, lore Talabheim, you'll know where to find certain shops and what street corners you'll find things on and whatnot. If you've got a lore province, you'll know generalities about Talabheim, but you won't have that level of specificity.
Right. What is it these three are doing? What have I been told that these three specifically are doing?
Yeah, they're actually not that's the thing. They don't really know.
No,
They're just
okay.
they want to know what the you go and find out what the fuck are the long sights up to in this region. They don't need you to confront anybody. They don't need you to scorch anybody. I mean, if you want to be scorching orcs, I mean does seem to be well received by the Nalsrotters. But for the purpose of this thing, it's really just a matter of intel. Is go ask around, find out what the hell they've been up to.
What do I know about, or what do we know about Misson? Do we know much about the place?
Misson, ooh, yeah. This is where, gosh, I cannot wait for the print version of this shit to come out, because the starter set, and forgive those who have watched our previous sessions, and Sean's heard this a couple of times already, but with Old World, more so than any of their other games, the starter set feels like the third volume with the core set, because there's a bunch of detailed information about like towns and other things, and an expanded map that is all found only in the starter set and not in the GM's guide or the player's guide. And that's where I'm going with this, is because I need to look up Misson. This is also something I like about it, because it's very easy to flip it open, read the paragraph they'll give you about the location, and then incorporate it into your game.
See.
One of the lessons they design inspirations they had for the game was Blades in the Dark, and that's very Blades in the Dark, to have like just a little blurb about something that you flesh out for the purpose of your campaign.
Nice.
Oh, the towns actually might be in. It's the GM screen guide.
And I'm trying to remember the geography. Would we be going downriver, right?
So, yes, and the Reichland is to the southeast. Ulrich is to the north. If you carried on, or Osterland is to the north. If you carried kind of northeast, you'd get towards Nordland, and to where our campaign is otherwise set.
So the seaside is heading off to the west.
Correct. Or to the north.
Yes.
Here we go, Game Master screen. Everything has the same color scheme for it, so like the PDF thumbnails is very tricky to tell the difference between the various things.
I don't know how many of our listeners or watchers have already got the game. I haven't got the game while Kevin's doing this, and I don't want it. And I'll tell you why, because it looks great, but I've already got Warhammer Fantasy, and I'm trying not to, get too excited, or I'll end up getting this. How about you, Sean? Have you splurged?
Sean might be muted. Oh, Sean, you're muted. Tabo!
Cheers. No worries.
I just bought the starter set, actually. I think it was on sale or something.
Yeah. That's the thing that Cubicle 7 are doing all the time at the moment. Is sales. Everything's for sale.
And I'm looking at this as well. I don't know if there's some kind of what's happening there, but
something's going on.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I think that I think it's got hope for specifically. It's simpler. So I'm hoping. I'm thinking about it for cons.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have not played a lot of this system yet. I've played a bit of this system as Kevin has briefly referred to, like some of the other, like Soulbound and the Laundry. And so I have not completely jumped in, but it's on my list kind of to get more involved.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have anything in those.
No, that's fine. Don't worry. It was just an idle question. Is there anything that you need to know, Sean? Is there anything that Jasper, what do you need to know?
Yeah, I was also remembering that Lieutenant Klossner, I saved his life, and so that was part of our background.
Yeah.
Am I still where I was, Kevin? In that?
Yeah, we're going to introduce you momentarily here.
Okay, very good.
We're going to be trying you right in. They give you options for. There's some advice that's in the GM's guide about incorporating new characters into an existing Grim Portent, and I'm going to try and push that in. So Misson is one of those small riverside communities. It's sort of like an evening stopover. I can tell you, Ravenstein, Stein, forgive me, is a small fishing town and river ferry crossing. Sigmarite fanatics are rumored to lurk in the forests around the town, mostly numerous in the ruins of the old Sigmarite chapel at Priestlekheim.
Oh, okay.
So that would be there. Yeah, mission would be a little further down. I don't remember if we've got anything further about it. Let me look at my notes.
I'm sure the people that live there love it, but that's fine.
Or they, love hating it.
Yeah, maybe.
So this be kind of an idea of what, I don't know who these strangers are. What the heck is going on here? We played 3 sessions that weekend with 3 different sets of heroes, so we got a chance to see a lot of folks together. Sean hasn't had a chance to play a spellcaster in this, and he often plays in 40k Psyker. So
I'm watching Graham for his expertise in this matter.
So you arrive in Misson, and what you find is it is the... Oh, you know what? Let's do one more thing. Graham, why don't you give us a percentile roll, please?
Not percentile. It's not weather roll, is it?
It is. Well, I mean, it may be. It is an event in Talagad. Let's see. Where is it here?
That's either very good or very bad.
I'm just trying to find the... Here we go.
I think it looks lovely.
Oh. So it appears... So the bridge is called the Wizard's Crossing, and the toll for taking it has increased again, purportedly to maintain the millennia-old dwarf-made bridge. Dwarves are insulted to hear their ancestors' great work besmirched by merchants grumbling that the tolls only serve to line nobles' pockets, and the commoners, they talk of rioting.
Rioting?
Things are going a little...
little sideways.
A little sideways in Talagad. Yeah. So you've been leaving while that is the Paul. You arrive here to find a community that is... I think the town and the local pub will be welcoming. You are of... brass standing. You basically don't track coins unless you're making use of wealth to try and affect some big purchase. So we can assume that if there is a brass quarters, it would be the not the nice part of the thing. A common room or something like that is what you could afford, Christoph.
Sounds amazing. I look at this. Look at this. Look at the softness of this floor.
Yeah. Have you given any thought as to how you're going to try and suss out, where this trio in the service of the Longsights are thinking? You do know that they disembarked at Misson, but you're not sure where they went from there? Got a couple of days on the river to contemplate this.
Yeah.
One of the things that is a big part of this game, too, it seems to be more investigative focused than the... what Warhammer Fantasy necessarily is.
I don't particularly have contacts that I don't think that will help.
Not here, but
that.
What you could do is, let's say, for instance, you wanted to ask around. If you
wanted a gossip test.
Gossip is a very useful one for that, yeah.
What's it called in this? Fellowship. Is it leadership and charm?
Charm, I think, is the all-purpose one for that. Do you have any lores that you think would impact your role?
No.
Okay. So, what are you asking about as well? What are you thinking of Are you just flat out asking? You've seen a dwarf, a Bretonian, and another man?
Yeah. I'll start it like a joke, and just kind of say, you know, odd trio heading off south. Have you seen or heard of them? Do you know what they're about? Do you know what they're doing?
Yeah.
Do you know why they're heading out?
So are you framing it as okay? So you're framing it as if you are an investigator, not that like you're a friend trying to find them, or you're.
Yeah, I'll frame it as an investigator.
Okay.
Or at least, you know, I mean, bear in mind what I look like. So
that's what I was wondering. Is like if you're, because you're the sketchy nosy Parker. That it's not going to have any effect on the dice rolls, but it might have. It may help inform the outcome of your dice roll.
Sure, definitely. I think that. Yeah, agreed. Should I make a charm check then?
Please do.
I have got. Where are they? I have got a peasant's garb, which gives me a +1d to charm to appear harmless. I don't think I look harmless at all, but so would that sort of ease the way? Would I get a dice mod of 1 on that?
Yeah, I think depending on how you're, like, for instance, if you presented yourself as a friend who, like, they're your friends, you've lost them, oh my god, please help me find them, that's a pretty helpless position to be speaking from. That would definitely give you a +1.
Right. Okay. I was seeing it more a case of, I don't look like an investigator. I don't look like an official. I don't look like somebody who would. Right.
Like, do you think that would help or hinder?
Well, it depends where I go. So I think.
Because if the bonus comes from you being helpless, the fact that you are speaking to them on their level, that's not really being helpless one way. It does not affect one way or the other.
Nothing. I get nothing.
You get nothing. Ooh.
I get nothing.
All right. So the game does have a fail forward mechanic, though. So
I probably wasn't the right person to do that.
and just to remind us, he needed what? He needed a.
Well, it depended on how many. For test outcomes, 1 is a marginal success, 2 is a free and clear success, 3 is a total success, and then if you have successes in excess of what you needed,
3,
you can spend them.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. You were way off, sir. Now, way off.
What you could do, you could spend a fate point to re-roll, or you could take the failure, get your information, and the consequences that come from it. What do you think?
Yeah, I love the failure. I think the thing is actually on 2 dice with those success level requirements. I'm just not the right person to be doing this at all.
No, but dice are random, so there isn't a guaranteed result for it.
Yeah, I could get 2 successes, couldn't I?
Yeah, that's why they put 1s and 2s on these dice.
Yeah. No, I think I'm just going to have to say that I'll. So what's a re-roll? It's a fortune, is it?
It's spending 1 fate, and then it converts it to a glorious roll, which means you get to re-roll failures. It retroactively makes it glorious. So basically, you get to re-roll all your dice because you failed at everything.
Yeah. I think for the purposes of understanding how the game works, I'll do that. So I'll click on the fates.
Okay.
Go back to charming. My chances are pretty low. But...
And yet. So you were framing it as
something.
An investigator. What were you asking?
Have you seen them and where they're going, and do you know why?
So what you were able to get out of the folks is that yes, they've seen them through here only a couple of days ago. So you're only a couple of days behind them, it seems.
Okay.
What you also are told where they were going, they sort of slough off that we weren't keeping a watch on where they were going.
That's fair enough.
Would you give us? Gosh, it drives me nuts when they don't put a fucking character sheet at the back. Like if you're having the GM screen is not out for it yet, and it does have a skill list on the GM screen.
Nice.
But trying to find where the fucking list of skills is such a pain in the butt. If you don't have those. Everybody here. Here we go. What am I looking for here? Call. Oh, would you give us an awareness check, Christoph? Please.
I will. It's very simple to do, isn't it? You just click a button. And it comes. Marginal, I'm afraid, only marginal.
Okay, so what you find is there is while this it's probably like the bartender or the waitress or something that you're speaking to, they definitely confirm like there's a dwarf, a Bretonnian, and some other fella came through here a couple of days ago. What you also found is if you press a little bit, they sort of slough things off. It seems like someone in the bar is particularly, or in the tavern, is particularly interested in whatever it is you're trying to say, whatever you're asking about. This fella, and it is a man, has a bit of a... He's got a bit of a rough look to him as well, but not in the same way that you do. This is not someone who necessarily chooses or is comfortable living in the wild. It is more a person by necessity who is having to sort of rough it, as it were. He is on his own, and hearing you ask about these people, he seems to have taken a particular interest in you. He is definitely brash here. He has... If this was in Talagat itself, you would expect this person to perhaps be outside with a tin, pot or whatever, or a tin cup, trying to ask for alms. But here he is, sitting in the tavern here, and seemingly listening in. He also seems to have sufficient funds to pay for his drink as well. What do you, if anything, you want to do?
Well, I suppose I'll kind of go up to him and just say to him, evening, morning, whichever it is.
If you do make your way over towards him, he is a little standoffish. You could give us a charm check. Let's see how he receives you.
Poorly. I'm sure poorly. I don't know what on earth I'm doing all this stuff. Marginal, very marginal.
There you go. Okay. So you make your way over, and he is kind of the look you would guess is that he is trying to judge your intentions as perhaps more so even than what you may be of him. He has that look of a cornered animal and is sort of wildly looking around. But trying to keep keep as much of his eyes on you as he can.
That's fine. I mean, so my approach will be just very much sort of seeing that I'm a simple man, simple questions, and really it's all just curiosity with no great import.
He nods and says, "Sit down. Who are you looking for?"
Well, again, you see, I don't know much. I've got a few names. I've got a few descriptions. A Bretonnian, a dwarf, and another man heading off downriver. And we all need coin, don't we? I sort of look at him. We all need coin, and I've simply been asked to go and just find out what they're up to, and have a chat. That's all it is. Simple stuff. Nothing great import, but that's all I have. You see, I haven't got very much. So if you know anything, and perhaps another drink, and I'll be on my way.
No one else you're looking for?
It's just the three that I know That's it.
What, you're free. What were they up to?
I don't even know that. Downriver, that's all I know. And that's really what I need to know. What are they up to? Don't know.
So why don't you give us a charm check, because you're lying to him.
Okay.
So to speak.
Yeah, well, I'm not wanting to. Yeah, I suppose that's true. That's fair. Let's have a look. Again, I'm just skirting the marginal edges.
Yeah. So live omission, not. Yeah. So he studies you and kind of accepts that it's nothing to be with folks from. It's no one from Reichland.
Oh, good. So I think probably without any artifice at all, I'll sort of look shocked and say, "Oh, good Lord, no! Gracious, no!"
He looks kind of satisfied.
No. I'm just local. Just a local. I'm a local boy. That's it.
Okay. And it's at that point, I think, that you hear sort of someone is blowing some kind of hunting horn.
Okay.
And the way that everyone reacts in town suggests that this is not, this is an unusual circumstance.
It's not, you say?
They seem to be getting up. It is.
Okay.
This is sort of the reaction. If there was like a town bell or some other way of giving like warning to the folks in town, that would be exactly how you would see. People are getting up and some folks are grabbing stuff, and you would guess the difference is those who are springing into action and sort of leaving the bar are the locals. The people standing around looking kind of confused are the travelers, of like, what the fuck is going on? Of note, your companion, who you're fairly certain you've got knowledge of the Empire, and you've got knowledge the lore of the Empire, and you've got lore provincial. This fella has a Reichlander accent.
Oh, okay.
There's a hint to his dialect that is this.
Right.
And yet, he jumps up and runs outside as if he was anticipating something.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Interesting. I'll follow.
Okay. So you sort of like stagger outside to try and find out what's going on. The town seems to be looking to the south towards the tree line. At least the assembled folks that are there. And you can hear people kind of muttering to each other. Do you see it? Can you see him? I don't know. There's no smoke. And then there is the sound of a horn, almost an answer to the hunting horn, somewhere from deep in the forest. And the way that everyone reacts by taking kind of a step back, including your Reichlander scruffy friend, they all react as if they are expecting something, and you see he tightens his grip on the staff, and it is not the way that someone who is a traveler using it for support, and it is not the way that a wizard might. This person clearly knows how to fight with a quarterstaff. So you kind of are trying to judge what's happening, and then you see there's a break in it. There's probably paths leading up to this, but it's not a path that this person breaks through the woods and seems to be making a run for the town. And Sean, why don't you tell us what Jasper looks like?
I think Jasper. Oh, good. I thought I was muted. I think Jasper is looking, pretty much like just behind me. He's got some apparel on. He's carrying a halberd. Got that plumage there. But he's probably a little more, a little bit. You can tell he doesn't belong to a like he's probably not quite that put together. Like that's kind of right there as you're looking in the middle of the screen there. That's like the portrait he'd have of himself at his place. That's not actually what he looks like. You know what I mean?
It's like the reverse picture of the picture of Dorian Gray.
Yeah. Exactly. So and on top of that, and that's because he's he's not a member of the long sight, right, Kevin? He's just a
no.
Yeah. But he's in that sort of line, like he's not proper, like he's not an actual soldier at this time. And he used to be, as it's coming back to me, he used to be, but he's no longer. That was in his past. And he's been kind of foraging out there, like he's been in the forest, he's been like on the road, so he's even probably a little more diskept. But he runs out and is
there's shit stuck in, and he seems to be on his own. And you can see, Christoph, that on the very edge of the woods, there is a wildly inhuman face that sort of pokes the head through. And let me show you.
Oh, this is exciting.
Yeah.
And the little face looks like this. Yeah.
Hey. Okay.
And then that like greenish long nose kind of thing disappears into the woods, and what you see appear in place is a vicious looking arrow nocked in a bow. So currently Jasper is at long range, so you would be 2 zones away, Jasper, and there are, let's actually maybe go to
this is going to be entertaining.
This one here.
Let's see how you do, Sean.
Yeah. Hopefully I'm at least marginal.
Yeah, well, that's as good as I get, mate.
You set the tone. You set the tone, sir.
It's also always a joy asking characters to do things that they are patently terrible at. So
yeah.
So Jasper is long range from you, Christoph, being 2 zones away. Jasper, as a reminder, the action economy in this, you can always move freely within one zone. And there is a difference between being in the same zone as somebody and being engaged with them. Engaged is when you've exchanged rings. No. Maybe I should make you a extreme range. So we're making you a 90s range. Just keeping with our 90s themes with Delta Green, our campaign is in the 90s. This is extreme range, Jasper. You're 3 zones away from the town proper and from where Christoph stands. You have normal creatures. You can move to any location within medium range each turn, and may choose to move extra zones with the maneuver action. So you get a free move within a zone or to a medium range, which is 1 zone away. You are currently 3 away from, and maybe I'll put you at the bottom here, because those guys are in the adjacent zone to you right now. Now, order of operations for initiative. Heroes go first. Which of you would like to go first? Nobody else seems to be springing into action here. So,
Christoph, you have a plan?
They're at 19.
Not.
Well, no, I've got nothing. I mean, they're 1990s, and I'm a sort of a 1970 kind of a guy. So I just I've got a medium range fiery breath.
So they're behind me, Kevin. 1 zone away.
Yep, so it'd be 4 zones from Christoph. Christoph is 3 zones away from you.
And these skulkers are 1 zone behind me. Yep. I'll
I'll tell you, they're not the only ones pursuing you. That is the reason you've chosen to flee. Things didn't go quite as planned. When we last left you, you intended to go into that town. You're not sure what happened. You've been separated from your allies. You don't know whether they are alive or dead. And you have been fleeing seemingly ever since, and they have been in hot pursuit of you.
I can. Yeah, okay. I can do something. I would probably, if I can, if I'm. Are they at long range?
No, they are beyond extreme.
Okay, in which case I'll look aghast.
So here's what you could do. You could move. You can always move for free. If you want to get closer, you could use a maneuver. You'd need to make an athletics test because it's difficult terrain. You're sort of running
I'll try and
through.
get closer.
Sure. So go ahead and give us a. You will move one zone closer, and then give us an athletics test for the maneuver.
Okay. I don't have any like fantastic running shoes. No, I don't. Okay, in which case, go.
2 successes. Look at that.
That's actually a success.
That's a huge, so you easily go through. So then with a run, this was an extra zone. You'll be able to move 2 zones. You are currently 1 zone away from Jasper and 2. So Jasper is at medium range and they are at long range.
Okie doke.
Okay. But that was Christoph's. He's running out into the field towards you. There's some rough, wild, man running towards you. Jasper, what would you like to do?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what he would make. What he would make of Christoph. Is there a pot? Let's see. I don't know.
I mean, I could. So my intent is to sort of say to you, in case you don't realize, I'm shouting, look out behind you.
You can do that for free, yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
That clarify what you're expecting?
Yes. Friend or foe kind of.
Yeah. Honestly, his face is not green at this point. After this many days fucking running through the woods, anyone who does not have a green face is going to be friendly.
It's an upgrade. It's an upgrade from. I will. I'll make for him. I'm gonna make for him.
Okay. So a free action would be to move into the same zone.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are long range from the edge of the forest at this point. Any action you wish to make?
Go ahead, sir.
Any action? And what action would you like to take?
Jasper, momentarily considers the unkind of like just blowing by him and leaving him for the but he does not, and he wheels to join
so that. If I might make a suggestion, what if you took the recover action? So like whatever, we didn't roll to see if you were exhausted or anything like that, but maybe you took the recover action to catch your breath and get ready to face whatever might be coming.
That sounds good.
Because there's tons of conditions. So if you happen to have a condition from having run through all the times, now that you know you got someone who's going to stand beside you in this conflict, you've managed to catch your breath. You're not suffering any kind of deleterious condition.
Yeah, and that's an action. That's an action we just.
It is. Yeah, page 118 of the player's book.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Oh, nice.
Let me. I'll get these in place here because there is more yet to be found. Yeah.
Oh, come on. Look at this.
I'm trying to grab one too many. You're growing. What's happening? Inukchuk. There we go.
Get rid of that. Oh, for goodness sake. Look at this lot.
All right. So then, bad guy's turn. Let's see. We got the 2 of the arrows. What is? Let's see here. I'd like each of you to give us an athletics test, please, because the skulkers are going to be firing at you.
Well, I've done my success for the session. So
last night, my goodness, Jeff is typically the person who often gets like the worst luck with rolls and whatnot. James was really making Jeff feel good last night.
Okay.
Could not get a success to save his life.
Look at that. Yeah. How often? Yeah, it's a failure this time.
Hey.
No wonder, really.
0. Okay. Then let's see here. They are going to fire.
I catch the arrow in my teeth.
3. Well, I miss. Christoph, you are missed.
Phew.
And Despair gets 1.
Hey, that's my territory. That marginal
Despair,
stuff.
I did hit
just
you.
Watch out.
Yeah.
What is your armor, Despair?
It's an excellent question. Hang on here. Let's see.
Should be resilience.
I have light armor.
What is it? Resilience.
Let's see.
It's right column, moved right from fellowship, and it's
4.
right at the end. Right.
It is resilience is 4.
Okay. Gonna believe. It does not exceed your resilience. So there's an arrow that does connect with you, but it does not. Your armor protects.
Nice.
Yeah, 3 + 1 is 4. Yeah, but just barely. Like it nearly gets through. Then there are a bunch of others who come running out. It'll be long range. So one would be their free move is to get into medium range. And is there a charge? Oh, there is.
I'm probably looking over my shoulder at this point now, thinking,
What
hey!
Where's everyone?
Where's everyone?
Choosing the enemy in medium range to move into close range of them, then make an attack. Now, they need to make athletics tests to move through here as well, because they're trying to run through. So let me make that for them. They are Warhammer goblins, so hopefully this will be comical.
Oh, doubtless. Doubtless.
Okay, default is
Look at
2.
those shoes.
And okay. So the first is not able to get through. Second one's second one is. So we got 1 in on you, Christoph, who has charged in. The others are sort of like, that like when you're trying to run through tall grass, or like they like trying to run in water where you're bringing your legs up. They very quickly get overwhelmed by the terrain. 1 managed to get in on you, Jesper, and both of them get in. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, so for Christoph, there's only 1 in. He did manage to charge, and his weapon skill is dog shit. So here we go. Let's say.
So it's
and roll your. You can roll either athletics to dodge, or you can roll weapon skill if you've got that.
Let's go weapon skill just to mix it up. So I'll use my staff.
Does your I can't remember if there's a trait with your staff. Staffs sometimes in Warhammer give parry.
Traits for my staff is +1d to athletics when crossing difficult terrain. Do I sort of like plant it down and go, whoop?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So actually, you could have used that dice when you were trying to run out here.
Yeah,
Too.
okay.
So then give us a weapon skill check. I
all right.
got, let's see here. I got 0 successes.
I get 1.
You get 1. So you keep him, even if Spidey charges in, you sort of batter him to the side with your quarterstaff.
Oh, I see. So it is the thing where you both could do damage. It's just a question of, is that right? No.
No, because you're defending. There are talents that will allow you to counterattack.
Okay. It's because I've rolled the weapon. That's right. Okay.
Precisely. Yeah.
Okay.
Then let's see here.
So that is different from Warhammer Fantasy, where everything is fairly opposed. Oh no, it's not. It's not different, is it? No.
But there are certain things like Sean's character has that counterattack thing with the shield, where like
Nice.
Then for Jesper, would you give us? Are you choosing to dodge, or you want to use weapon skill to parry?
I will use weapon skill.
Right ahead. I got 1 success.
And so that'd be a melee?
Yes. Yeah. And you need 2 in order to.
How about that?
There you go. Okay.
Look at that.
So the first one charges in, and in spite of their superior numbers, give us 1 more. I got 1 success again.
Okay.
Come on, Jesper. Keep these fuckers at bay.
Somebody's got to.
Yep. I clicked it. We're watching. Stand by. I don't know.
Did it prompt for modifier?
Oh, you know what? It is a human error. Here we go.
Okay.
Bosh.
1 and 1 ties go to the attacker.
Oof.
So.
Oh, okay. Not always the case.
What is your resilience?
My resilience is 4.
Is 4. So that means his jagged spear hits you, but your armor protects.
Nice.
Hey.
Now, you know what? Hold on. I think I'm fucking one thing. I think you're still staggered. Let's see.
Staggered.
If the damage is equal to or lower than the resilience, they are staggered. So you are staggered currently, Jasper, as are you, Christoph. No, you weren't hit, were you? No, you weren't hit.
I wasn't hit, no.
Yeah.
So you have the staggered condition, no doubt.
So which means you are staggered from that bow shot, Jasper. You were hit a second time. This means we get to look at the giving ground rules.
Mm-hmm.
So this is on page 119. So, what you giving ground. So when you are staggered and you get hit a second time, you have a choice of falling prone, or you can give ground. Dropping prone gives you the prone condition. Giving ground moves away from your attacker into an adjacent zone of your choice. You may only give ground once per round. Alternatively, you can take the wound.
I'm gonna choose no. I'm taking the wound.
Okay. So do you stagger back further into the? You might not be able to give ground on difficult terrain though. Shit, you can't give ground on difficult terrain. So your choices are to drop prone, where you're knocked off your feet, or you take the wound.
I guess I get knocked off my feet. We'll give it a try.
Okay.
Yeah.
So purple prone, and you are still staggered. All right. Recovering from staggered, incidentally, is let's see. So I don't think staggered has many significant impacts other than it's sort of like the way it works in Savage Worlds, where if you get a second staggered condition, you become staggered.
Fine, sure. Because now when you beg for your life, you might get a bonus die because you're prone.
Oh, here, no effect by itself, but if you're staggered again, you must choose to give ground into an adjacent square, or suffer the prone condition, or suffer a wound. It is removed if you take a recover action, or if you suffer a wound. When you're prone, you need to take a recover action and sacrifice your free move for the turn. So, but the impact is melee attacks against you get +1 dice. Shooting attacks take -1. So, upsides.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is it, and there was... Gosh, there's something else I just thought of that I wanted to look up, but I don't remember it. That is the end of the round, guys. We're already past our mid-session break. Why don't we take our mid-session break right now, and then we'll come back and see what horrible shit you have planned. Oh, I was going to look up Fate. I can't remember if you can spend Fate in any way to avoid this stuff. Using Fate, here we go. You can spend Fate to make a test glorious. Take a second or a different action on your turn. That's what I was thinking of. So, if you get up from prone, you can spend Fate to take an attack action, for instance.
Okay.
Act as a rear guard so your allies can retreat. And then there's Burning Fate. Before we take our break, though, what you could have done with that last one, if you wanted to make that you spend a point of Fate to make that second defense a glorious test and re-roll the 2 failures.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Because that would avoid being knocked prone.
Yep.
So roll 2d10. Your skill is a 4, so you just need 1 4. On 2d10.
Do I just roll melee again?
No, just roll 2d10. The sheet isn't set up properly to re-roll.
Yeah.
So 2d10 of 4 or less. There you go! Okay, you're not knocked prone. You managed to defend.
Nice.
Get rid of that purple. Madison, get that purple dot off of me.
Yep, but I'm still staggered, right?
You're still staggered, but you are not knocked prone. So that is good. All right.
Well, in which case, that's great, because staggered in and of itself doesn't have any effect.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool because it's funny. I was thinking about this the other day. Have you played a lot of Savage Worlds, Graham? Or any Savage Worlds?
In my past, I have. But not for a long time. I've had the Fate conversation, but Savage Worlds is still very much going, but I haven't played much.
Oh, okay, cool. No, it's funny because when I was prepping for this last night, I was like, just knowing your sensibilities and the things you seem to like in some games, I feel like I can see why there's some things about Savage Worlds that will piss you off, but I can see also where there's things that you might quite like. In particular, how versatile is with the most recent edition, in particular, with all the different subsystems and shit. Like, it really is a lot of fun ways to play a game.
It's a good game. Yeah.
All right, then, guys, let's take our mid-session break right now. For those listening at home, we'll be back in about 5 minutes.
So I'm British, so I have to go and make a cup of tea, obviously. And so to make the 5 minutes, I have to rush up because I used to have a tap which used to pour out boiling water straight away. So I could do the 5 minute breaks by just going, psh, go. Now I have to put on kettle, wait for it to come through, and so I'm struggling for the 5 minutes. But
we need more time. There's no rush whatsoever. We're playing as the intent on this was to kick the tires on the system, give you a sense of what the settings like and the scope of the game.
That. It certainly is,
and then get you in a scrap as well. Oh my gosh. I caved. I told the guys last night I caved and got. I ended up backing the Division at the last minute. That Tom Clancy one.
Decision.
Yeah. Tom Clancy's The Division. There's a French publisher, Asylum, I think, or something like that. That did a bunch of localization for other like mid-range publishers. And then this is their second like full production thing for it, and they've got a deal with Ubisoft, which makes me think we may, if this is successful, we may see like Ghost Recon and Splinter Cell games down the road. And I played a shit ton of Ghost Recon back in the day, and Splinter Cell for the first like 3 games. I played a ton of those and then kind of fell out of them. I've not played The Division beyond like 1 or 2 sessions, and it didn't incredibly appeal to me. I tried playing it over the weekend. But then I played some Ghost Recon Wildlands, which is like it has abysmal politics, but it's a really fun sandbox kind of like shooty thing where you're going around, near future Bolivia. And I was like, well, maybe I'll just take a peek back. And I saw in the comments thing of it how there's tons of people who are planning on using this to run Ghost Recon games or run Rainbow Six games or run whatever. And I'm like, okay, I think I can make this work. So
maybe you might go, yeah.
Maybe I need to go. It did. In fairness to the game, it did seem to have some interesting mechanics to it as well, for encouraging teamwork without adopting that like formal, you're playing X class kind of thing, to allow for a little more like the strength of that is for like clear, thematic space for each character kind of class in a thing. But the downside of that is that also sort of assumes that 1 or 2 of those are kind of necessary, which makes it very difficult to run mixed groups or comp. Like it's the great, like when you have a healer and a tank in 4th edition, super fucking fun. If you do not have one of those positions, it is a much more challenging game to run. Okay, guys, we're at the start of round 2, and we have Jasper, who is staggered. Christoph has yet to see any result, but as is always the case, our heroes go first. So, what you guys like to do?
I'm not sure of your. What do you think, Christoph? Given your capabilities, do you want to go first or no? What makes most sense?
Christoph is you, Graham. Or are you considering?
Some very careful considering. You can hear us, Graham, right?
Sorry, I missed that bit.
Oh, no worries. So given your capabilities, Christoph, do you think it makes sense for you to go first, or what do you think?
So I was looking at it, and I've got one on me, literally on me right now. I wanted to use the Fiery Breath, but it targets foes in a single zone within medium range. So really, I think if I've got to deal with
all the enemies within your current zone are within medium range. Medium range is up to 1 zone away. It doesn't mean you have to hit it at 1 zone away.
Well, should I do that then? I'll go with the Fiery Breath and try and put them on fire.
Okay. So Fire Breath is a CV2. So as long as you get 2 successes on your casting check, remember you get your focus of elementalism. So you get +1 dice from that. You don't have any gear that gives you a bonus, do you?
Well, I've got arcane paraphernalia, It doesn't give me a +1 though. I don't think.
No, that's like an enabling thing used on casting tests.
But you look splendid in
it.
Thank you.
Let me check the core book just in case they missed something from the starter set.
CV2.
So I'll just double check here and make sure that you
say I get +1 for what? Sorry, for
from your elementalism specialization.
Magic lore?
Or lore. Yeah.
Okay. Cast. Dice mod 1D. Submit.
See.
No, don't do it.
But here's an excellent thing. Remember that miscast pool that we talked about? You just rolled a 9. So your miscast pool, you can increase that by 1 on the character sheet.
I can do that. The miscast. Oh, where is that?
Miscast, I think just pool. Beneath where your cast button was.
Oh, miscast pool. Got it.
Yeah. Now you can also spend fate to re-roll those fails if you'd like.
I will do that.
Okay. So give us a 2d6 roll. Ooh, let me just double check. I want to check order of operations because if you get to use a glorious skill. You rule all fails, which means that might not go in the miscast pool. And the reason that's important is because when it's in the miscast pool, you can't use it for a casting check. It becomes harder to affect. Like you lose 1 dice from your, or however many dice went in the miscast pool.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me just double check here. Okay.
Yeah. Do I get the reroll first, basically?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So make note of it. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. So God, I love a game that is designed by people who have already not made mistakes, but learned lessons from other things. When casting a spell, make note of any die which shows a 9. These die are immediately added to your miscast pool. You may not re-roll them, even if the test is glorious. So they knew that circumstance would come up. So that means if you're spending a point of fate, you can re-roll 2 dice, and you're looking for 4s or less.
Okay.
And you still keep the 1 in the miscast pool.
I put 1 in the miscast.
Then roll 2d10.
Do I just roll 2d6 then in the chat?
2d10.
2d10, sorry.
Yeah, just 2d10 in the chat.
There you go.
Look at that. 3 successes, which means your potency of your spell is a 3.
Yeah.
How many targets can you hit?
3.
So I think it's
and hopefully you don't choose me. You're going to choose all the green scans.
Yeah, I am. I can all targets in a single zone.
No, I think it's target equal to your potency.
Oh, equal to potency, right?
Yeah, which is 3. So that means you can hit all 3. So great job.
All 3. And they take 3 damage if unarmored, if armored, or 4 damage if unarmored.
Wow.
Okay. So they are armored, but 3 damage would stagger every single one of them. So what do we see as your fiery breath cascades over each of them? Why do I keep hitting the wrong button? I'm just going to use the skull for this. It requires less.
Obviously, have the appropriate shout for doing this as I cast my fiery breath.
Nice.
We're using the skull for staggered.
Yeah, I'm going to use skull for staggered because that's what I use for shaken in Savage Worlds. And it'll be less confusing.
Yep.
It's also the first token you see when you click on the thing, so I'm having to scroll down and select something different. All right, so these things are all screeching. It appears, Jesper, that your ally is a wizard of some kind.
My goodness, I take heart. Number 1, I take heart, and number 2, I'm gonna try to pile drive my halberd into one of these.
Please do. So their protection is they have little shields, as you can see. I got 1 success. Okay. So if you get 1, you've succeeded.
Let me make sure there's nothing. Nothing to be.
The modifier list is much smaller on this. A block of modifiers does not exist in this game.
Oh, am I outnumbered? Does that matter?
You are, but that only matters for them.
Okay. All right. Test awareness. Each success. Can I aim for a melee? I see aim on the combat action summary, but
that's an action, remember?
Okay.
There's no simple actions in this game. That means that that's what you're doing is lining up a shot.
Gotcha.
So even if you can use it, it means you would not be attacking until next round.
Like staggered one when I take it to help.
Ranged weapon, it says anyway. So no, you cannot.
Yep.
Let's see. So make sure to click on the weapon because that has the damage on it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that is 1. So what's the damage of your halberd?
It is 2. In the traits is +1 damage against enemies is in the traits.
+1 damage against enemies? That doesn't... Is there something I'm missing?
Versus friends. Like if you're trying to cut open a friend, you know?
Yes, that does not... I feel like there's some further part of that sentence that is cut off.
I understand. That's what I have there. Let's see.
Enemies wearing armor. All right, so it's strength, and it's actually what is it? S plus would be strength plus. What's your strength score?
My strength is 3.
So 3 plus 2. So actually, the damage is 5. You should have 5 in there, not 2. Okay. S. I think what you may have thought when you were filling it out is it was successes plus 2. That's not. It's strength plus 2, as well as whatever net successes you get.
Okay.
Okay, and it is +1 damage against enemies wearing armor. These fellers happen to be wearing armor, which means it does +1, which does 6 damage, which is in excess of their resilience, meaning you inflict a wound on them. They are minions who cannot survive a wound. Why don't you tell us what it looks like as you kill one of these greenskins?
Yeah, I mean, I think they focus on Kristoff. I mean, who wouldn't, with fire and I take advantage and just run one through with the pointy end of my halberd.
Yeah.
And just skewer him.
Okay. So he is down. Then I take it you're not moving. Oh, you can't because you're engaged.
Yeah. You
have to disengage. Okay.
Okay.
Then the Gobbos. All right, so this Gobbo is going to be able to move in. He's not running. And I think he's going for Jesper. Yes. And he is going to help his ally rather than attacking himself. No, the guy who's engaged with you, who's staggered, he's going to help. The other guy is going to... do I want to risk a charge? I'll risk a charge. Let's see. They're pretty fucking stupid. Jack dice. Failed. So no. Fails his charge. He's able to come running in. It means only one of them is attacking you, Jesper. And his melee is not great. Let's see. Go and give us your defense. Staggered, remember, has no effect.
It has no effect.
Yeah, it only means that if he is staggered if you're staggered a second time, you have to give ground or fall prone.
Oh, it's a second time.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, yeah. Got it.
Jesper is in a similar situation. It just kind of means like you're more prone to you're off balance and more prone to taking a serious injury that's going to put you down. Jesper, give us your defense. This is where you can just roll the skill instead of the damage. So either athletics or
melee?
Your melee.
Yep. Oh, no good.
You rolled a 10 as well. That actually might be crit fail.
Is there a possibility of spinning a fate?
To reroll. Let me just take a look and see if there is like a
Yeah, and to see if that 10 can go away or not.
Yeah. Like that's I don't think, let's see here. I don't think that's like the complications in Wrath and Glory. Oh, it is called complications. I stand fucking corrected.
Ah.
Okay, so where is it here? There may not be. You just failed. Well, marginal success is where the complications come in. Okay, no, like there's no crit fail, crit success with that. The 9 mechanic is only for the spellcasting, so you're good. Like I didn't succeed either, so you're fine. You need not spend your fate. Yeah. On Christoph, you want to use melee or athletics to defend?
I'm gonna stick with this melee thing. It's quite good.
Right ahead. I got 2 successes on you.
Oh, okay. That's probably going to get me, but let's see. So I'm going to click the roll on stuff.
Okay.
No dice mods. Submit.
Go. 0 successes.
0 successes. There you are.
Okay. So then net successes are added to damage. So with this jagged spear, I will be doing 5 damage. What is your protection?
So my resilience is 4.
So what you may wish to do is spend a fate and try and fish for 1 success out of that, because if you can reduce the number of net successes he got by 1, then you'll only be staggered. You won't suffer a wound. Does that make sense?
It's my last one. Let's go with that then. Let's try it. So I'll spend the fate point.
Okay.
What do I need to roll? Sorry.
Same thing. Roll just melee.
Oh, roll just melee. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you're not like damage isn't important for the purpose of this roll.
Oh, I see. I
think there might be a protection thing. Oh, motherfuck. Okay.
So I take a wound?
You're going to be taking a wound. So we get to learn. I think it's the first wound we've suffered in this game. No, it might be a second. But all right. So what this means is wounds. When a player character is wounded, they roll in the wounds table to determine the effect. Roll 1d10 plus another d10 for each untreated wound you already have. So just give us a 1d10 roll, please. 5. Battered leg. Your legs buckle at the impact as the impact threatens to pitch you onto the floor. Test endurance to avoid suffering the prone condition. You can remove this condition by using your free move or using the recover action. That's it. So mark down you've got a battered leg under your wound, and then give us an endurance test, please.
Nothing.
Oof. So he swings at you and kind of doesn't manage to actually pierce, but manages to sort of like somehow get between your legs, knocks him, and you are knocked prone. Which means, actually, to your benefit, the archers who are going to target the wizard now suffer -1 from the rain from you being prone, and I'm going to give you also -1 from the cover. Because the high grass we've been describing as being difficult terrain, so they're taking -2.
Okay, that's probably going to help.
You still can defend against this, but you're going to take -1 to your dice roll. So give us an athletics check, please, Christoph.
Sure thing. Athletics, just a straight roll, is it?
Just a straight roll, yeah.
Yeah. Failure.
Fortunately, I failed as well. So they're firing at you. You can hear the sound of arrows landing around you. But that brings us to the end of the round 3. Which of our heroes would like to go first?
Go ahead. You got something? Or you want?
No, I've literally got nothing.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try to
cast this magic from being prone. I think it's only like melee you suffer penalties.
Okay.
From. Yeah.
In which case, I could. Can I repeat what? Can I repeat the fiery stuff?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'll repeat the fiery stuff. Try that.
Or if there's something you want to improvise, for instance. So remember, you've got those options to improvise. Fiery Breath is probably the most direct and useful thing, but just because it's such a neat element of this game, any petty effect you can also create. I don't know if there's something that's going to be useful there. But...
Yeah, I'm looking. Control stuff out, or creation, conjure a flame at your fingertips, summon a pleasant breeze, or warm yourself. I think probably not. It's probably not quite strong enough. I mean, I could sort of like set his shield on fire or something. Could I? I don't know if it would let me do that. Is that too much for a petty?
I mean, you could. I think you could also, like, if you want to say like.
Put his pants on fire,
or the grasslands, right? Like the grass behind you on fire would create block line of sight for the archers.
I think I'm going to do a desperate fiery breath for now.
Sounds good. Yeah, go right ahead.
So I've got the miscast pool in. So if I cast, hopefully it'll pick that up.
I think it does, but let's see.
Let's find out. I get my +1 die modifier regardless, but let's see if the miscast
You should be rolling 3 dice. It does not.
Okay, well, the final dice was a 1, so I don't get that. So I get 2 successes.
2 successes, which is the CV is a 2. The potency is also a 2, which means you can hit 2 targets.
Correct. I'll go for mine. Well, if I can choose, if not, you allocate. But I'll go for mine, and probably the one that's on Jasper.
Yeah, the staggered one.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just double check with. I think. Let's see here. You know what? I'm not going to let them drop prone. They can't give ground because they're in difficult terrain as well. What does it look like as these 2 gobos?
Well, I think what happens is they don't give ground, but they both catch on fire. Sort of with a high-pitched goblinoid screaming, they sort of run back the way they came, aflame, until they stagger and fall and disappear into the long grass.
Love it. Okay. So that was Christoph's. If you want to get rid of the condition, you can give up your move for this round and just sort of like get your legs again. So remember, your battered leg, that was the only thing you needed to give up to recover from that.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that if I can.
Yep, and then you're just prone still.
Yeah, I'll stay prone.
Jasper.
Yeah, I'm gonna pile into this guy. I mean, once again, my erstwhile new companion has proven his worth, and I cannot do any less.
I got 1 success.
All right.
Or click on the weapon.
Oh no, I didn't click on the weapon again.
Ooh, 1 is a tie, and the damage is a 5 +1 for being against an armored target. He is staggered. All right, Gobbo o'clock. Having seen the wizard disappear, I think they're going to train their archery on you. So, Jasper, would you give us? I'm gonna let that one guy aid. Would you give us a dodge check, please? Or athletics.
Athletics, all right.
Okay. And
here we go.
1, 2.
Nice.
I got 3 successes. Ooh, you got 3 successes, which makes it a tie. Okay. So you cannot give ground, which means you can either suffer a wound from this arrow, or you can, if you do suffer a wound, it also gets rid of your stagger condition. You can either go prone, or you can suffer a wound.
I mean, I think I dived to the ground. What about, Yeah.
Yep. So you're knocked. Yep. Once again, you are prone. Yeah. Like some of this can be voluntary as well. Like being staggered. I'm also picturing some ways that's you sort of like dancing back, trying to get out of the way of blades. It just means you're off balance, so you're potentially hit again. So that both of you are on the ground at the end of this round. That bit of narration brought to you by Dr. Seuss, and that is the end of round 3. Round 4. Which of our heroes is going first?
I'd like to do a recover action.
Get yourself prone.
No, I'd like to do a recover action to remove 1 die from my miscast pool.
Love it. Okay.
He said, looking at the rules.
Yeah. That's great. So your miscast pool is cleared.
Yeah.
Anything else you wish to do?
I don't really want to get up.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
See him commando moving like this.
Let's see, what the prone condition? Cannot move out of your zone while prone, but you could kind of move around in the zone if you chose.
I might just sort of try and relocate very slightly within the zone, so they don't quite know where I am.
Okay, and then Jasper. So Jasper, as a reminder, you can spend a fate point to take another action that is different from the ones you've taken so far. So if you want to spend your action to recover and get up from prone, you could then spend a fate point, take an action to make an attack.
That sounds delightful. I was heading in that direction myself.
Okay. So if you're getting up, then you are no longer prone.
It seems like it does them all, right? It says remove staggered, remove prone, and remove one miscast die.
Let's take a look here.
Take a look. I'm looking at the screen at this time.
Oh, okay. I'm on.
Yeah, gain each of the following benefits.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
How about that?
Oh,
yeah, that's great.
That's amazing. That's
okay. So you're actually not.
Good.
You can choose to not be prone unless you want to remain prone.
No, I'm going to not be prone.
No, for Christoph.
I'm going to attack him. So.
No, I get that for Christoph though, because he had used recover as well. Sorry. Do you want to be prone, Christoph, or?
Well, I think I would treat. Do I need to treat my wound?
No, because you didn't remember last round. You gave up your move. You use your move to treat that because that's what you could do.
Oh.
Each wound has a specific way of treating it. So now you have your battered leg is a treated wound. It's not it's not healed, but it's been treated.
I've tagged it. Okay.
Yeah, perfect. You have reasons for remaining prone because they don't have line of sight to you then. But if you want to be...
I think I'm going to wait till it's my turn and then I'm going to get up and do something.
Yeah, works for me. All right, then Jasper, getting back to you. You have hopped up. You're no longer staggered. And you're spending a fate point to take another action?
Yes.
Love it. Go ahead and tell us what you do.
I'm swinging my mighty halberd.
Well, I mean, you're going to get +1 to hit Christoph because he's prone, but... oh, you mean the goblin. You mean the goblin. Got it. Okay.
Speaking of troublemakers.
don't listen to him, Sean. Just
Indeed.
All right. I got one success once again.
Have to focus through all that.
Come on, big money.
Go.
You got to remember to click on the weapon.
Oh, my God.
So this time, let's make you do that. Click on the weapon, please.
All right.
There we go. And there we go. Big hit.
Job.
All right. So 8.
Wow, 8.
So, I don't think that's correct. Let me take a look at your sheet here.
Yeah, take a look. Oh,
it should be 5. 5 should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
that was for the last one. It should be 2, right?
It's a great roll, though. It's a great roll.
It should be 2.
Right.
Just put it down to 2.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. No, you're right. You're right. I'm a dumbass. No, it is correct. It's added the 3 successes in. That's why. Because it's minus the opponent's successes. So that is 7 damage you did to this thing. It's already staggered. Tell us what it looks like as this one dies.
This one, look behind me. Look how big that axe is on the end of that pole. So I just if you can get full leverage on that long pole, that's why halberds are feared. I just cut him half, half the way through. Things are coming out. He just pillars into the ground.
Love it. Okay, then we're going to take one more volley at you, Jasper.
Yep. So
go ahead and give us a athletics check.
Okay.
I got only 1 success.
Oh, I
got
3.
So you dance and weave, and then goblins fade back into the woods. You can hear horns. It seems like they are repositioning, and it sounds like there may be more on the way. So, getting back to our town.
Yeah, I get up and say, come on.
What you can tell, Christoph, perhaps it wasn't something that was evident in the moment, but as Jasper has been fighting, he has been cursing in Bretonnian.
Okay. So Bretonia is quite a long way away.
And one of the 3 people you were looking for
is a Bretonian.
Correct.
Was I supposed to be looking for you?
I think
have you got a friendly dwarf and another companion?
Just as a reminder, you were sent because they thought it was your contact's rival, like they're enemies.
Yeah.
These guys were on a mission for the Longsights. You're on a mission for the Gnarls Rotters. So you can feel, I mean, maybe you're in the moment of battle, you're just like, oh, I think I'm looking for you guys. But remember, like, you were looking for them because you thought they were up to no good.
Yeah, I know that. I just...
Okay. Just in the heat of battle. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think I clap you on the shoulder and say, Monsieur, well met.
Thank you. I think the safety of the walls will be good.
Yeah, oh, yeah, yes.
There are no walls around this particular town. Yeah.
The safety of the watch or whatever else. Yeah.
So, Jesper, you have been running desperately for like 3 days now. The town that you and your 2 companions were to deliver that message to is utterly lost to a greenskin horde. And as far as you can tell, a not insignificant portion of them have been pursuing you all that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's. I'm exhausted. We should. We fall back. Is there
Definitely.
any? Are you're not from here? I take it.
I am fairly local. Yeah.
Oh. So you then you know the denizens here.
I can recommend a place. Come.
So this is
All
a
right.
place you've actually managed to get back to where you were hoping to. I think is it Misson?
Misson, yeah.
Yeah. Jesper, this is where you and your companions disembarked to follow that trail up to the Longsight watch post. The townsfolk, just looking around, Christoph, like these people are not. They're equipped to deal with troublemaking sailors who are traveling along the Talabak.
So we can't do a quick 18 montage and get them all ready to fight.
Good question. You could actually, like, for instance, if you had time to do a downtime, you could do something like that.
Right.
You know, and like, if you guys had called back, one nice thing with the game, because like the mechanics of the characters are pretty simple. If you were to try and call on them and be like, "Come and help, you fuckers," you may have been able to easily bring in reinforcements because you just treat them like minions, and they have like probably 2 dice in most things. They probably have a skill of 2 in most things, so it's really easy to incorporate parts of the wider world more easily than it is in some of the other more complicated Warhammer games.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
But you stagger back, and Christoph, just because you are familiar with, I can't remember, you trained in survival?
Now, survival.
No, survival is...
I have... I can't say so. Oh, there it is. I mean, I think so.
It would be if there's a number on the left of the name of the skill that'll be trained.
Oh yeah, I can do anything. I'm good at survival.
Okay, nice. So then you would be able to tell that this person, like just from the tears in the clothing and like the little bits of plant that are sort of embedded in the armor, like clearly Jesper has been, you know, the look of someone who's having to be on the run in the rough for time.
Yeah, you look almost as bad as I do. I see.
Jesper, remind me again, what are your lores?
Kingdom of Bretonia, farming, Talabek, and high society.
Okay. So you're sort of wishing that you had potentially some of your companions who are more military minded, because from the sounds of the horns, there's at least 2 groups of goblins out there that are sort of orienting around the town. The town seems to be getting pretty fucking agitated by this.
Oh, yeah.
This is just with your lore of the province and of the empire, Christoph, you would know that like the Broken Hills are known to have greenskin tribes in them, or the Barren Hills, forgive me. But they haven't been a problem for like since before the Vampire Wars, which was like 30 years ago. So if there's a greenskin horde that is building up in there, like that's really not good.
And they're much further north than you'd hope they would be.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. So you came out here, and I guess like I think that I'll leave it to you to decide whether you think, like, knowing what the role of the long sights are, they're sort of like the Rangers in the like, you know, military sense, not the like Aragorn sense. If these folks were working with the long sights, there's no circumstance where they would ally themselves with greenskins. No. There may be a different explanation for why they were out here, and if it's the threat or like monitoring a threat of this, then your allies' concern over a two-front war in here, that's much worse with a greenskin horde.
Yeah.
A warg.
Yeah, definitely. But it could be that that they could have been coming to reconnoiter this, and
absolutely,
and to simply straightforwardly understand better for their regiment what the situation is.
Absolutely. Yeah. So Jasper, we will pick up with you sort of like getting into town, and they're people are asking you, Jasper, like, what are you doing? Where did they come from? Why did you bring them here? There's all sorts of different. Some people are thinking that you're here to fight because you obviously have dispatched several of them. Some of them think that you brought them here.
See, I was in a neighboring village. What was the name of the village I was supposed to go to?
Doesn't really matter at this point because it's been burned to the ground by the greenskins.
I might not have remembered anyway. There's a neighboring village. I was there, and it got overrun, and so I was running for my life.
You ran. Give us a charm check, Jesper. So I'll see how the crowd's going to be taking this.
So you were a fighter who was presumably required to defend the village, and you scarpered.
That's sort of the that is the complication. So they're asking you about like what's happened, how many are there, and whatnot. But there's a couple in the crowd that are definitely thinking like, you fucking ran as a coward, and you throw them back here.
Yeah.
We were routed.
Like you haven't seen your dwarf companion or your Reichlander companion or your Imperial companion for days now. You don't know if they still are alive. Remember, you've got that reconnoitering ability as well. Yeah. Because you're a bit of a scout yourself.
Yep.
So you get a glass, get a drink of water. Christoph, you still don't have an answer. You found one of the three you were to look for. You seem to remember he asked you before the fucking glorious master interrupted.
Yeah.
He asked you, when you suffer a wound, roll one. Oh, it's your hardy ability. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I just forgot. I just noticed it. I thought I'd pop it in chat so I remember.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, that's it's a neat ability. It's cool because you end up with a neat, like, well-rounded. You're not building streamlined characters when you're rolling randomly. You end up with a neat, interesting kind of mix of abilities.
Yeah.
So, Christoph, you still haven't got an answer to your question of whether this Bretonnian had a dwarf companion. He did just reference losing his companions.
Yeah, exactly. I think I found him. I think I will admonish some of the villagers. I will say that leave this man alone. He has fought them, and clearly we have a large number out there. Listen to their trumpets. Who here, I say, staring at them? Who here is going to stand and fight?
Give us a leadership check, and I'll let you add your elementalism lore because they just saw you work some pretty crazy magic.
I'll add that in as I might have a slightly fiery countenance as fly, you fools, submit. Nothing.
Okay.
And an 8.
No, there is. Yeah, so it's unfortunately there's far too many of them. It doesn't make circumstances worse, but it doesn't make it any better for this.
Yeah, sure.
So, Jasper, you've been running for 3 days. What's been on your mind once you reach here?
I mean, I was just trying to survive. So, running for days on my own against countless greenskins. I think I'm, and I've just beat them off with assistance. So,
hello.
I've got a little hope. I got more hope than I've had, I would say, because I was in such dire circumstances. I was coming from such a low place. So I think I don't know. Do we have time for an ale? One lousy ale before
you can hear the sounds of the goblins seemingly positioning themselves around town.
And I take a deep breath. I suppose not.
No, I mean, you could. The townsfolk do not seem on board with that, and some of the others are also like decrying you for seeking drinks at this time. But someone does come up and offer you a drink.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll probably say something like, well, we all need a last drink, don't we? I say and look pointedly at them.
I'll drink half, and I'll give half to my erstwhile.
Cheers. And I shall raise the glass. I shall, if it is a glass, maybe it's a tankard, I shall raise it to the sunlight, and it sort of gleams. The sort of amber ale sort of gleams on them. I just go, cheers! Knock it back.
Nice. I was checking because consume alcohol is such a big part of the other game. I'm just seeing if there are any mechanics for.
Lord. Make an endurance test.
No. I wonder whether it would be giving. Typically, it would give bonuses in this game.
Yeah, I'm looking for the tipsy condition, which I'm sure exists.
Yeah. I do not see any mechanics for booze. Trade tools, general assistance, food and lodging. Yep, I do not see it. Okay, cool. Then, what are you guys going to do here? Christoph, do you want to press Jasper any further about what he was doing?
I'll just simply say, look, the reason I'm here is I'm going after 3 people to find out what they're doing. A Bretonian, a fellow of yours, or yourself, a dwarf and another. And they've headed through this village and have been heading, I believe, south from here. Having said that, south from here is right into the goblins. So if you know of a fellow countryman who is passing through this way that you could help understand where they are, that would be helpful to me. But I think 2 things. 1, I need to find them, and 2, I think we need to get out of town.
You need to find my companions, is what you're saying?
Well, I don't know if they're your companions. I'm looking for a Bretonian, a dwarf, and another.
Well, I will tell you, since we fought together, that matches my party.
Oh, well, very good then, I say. Well, I say, sort of, try not to look a bit shocked. Great, good. Well, why are you here, if you can say? I mean, I know you've been running for 3 days, and I'm sorry to hear that.
We were... he takes a little of the moisture around the cup, and he uses it to, refresh himself in, a very desperate manner. He says, we were delivering a message to... I was actually on protecting another that was delivering a message to a village that got overrun and burned to the ground.
I see.
It was terrible. I lost my companions in the rout. I don't know if they live or die.
So what is your plan now? What is it that you need to do? Having delivered the message, been overrun, lost your companions, what happens to you now?
And we didn't even deliver it. When we arrived, the town was already gone.
Do you still have it? I ask.
I don't. It was a member. It was a fellow. I was protecting the one that had...
Jeff's character was carrying it, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
It might even been. I mean, if I even knew it was written, I mean, it might have been verbal for all.
I think you guys did collectively discuss whether or not to break the seal and read the message.
That's right. I say, yes, I don't know. I was protecting the messenger, and I don't know what happened to him.
Okay. Who was he or she? It.
And I don't think I was really a huge fan of him because he let me live at some point. It was Lars.
Lars.
Jeff's character was Lars, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
And he had killed comrades of ours, but he spared us.
That's right. He was an Imperial soldier. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, he wasn't. I wasn't the biggest fan of him.
No, not the biggest fan. I mean, he let us live. That's where we were at there.
Yeah.
I say.
And his Ulfar Knee Cleaver was your other companion, John's character.
Right. I say.
That sounds like quite a session. I say.
Indeed. Yes, I'd like to know if they live. My plan is to survive, and I wouldn't mind to know if they live.
So let's do this, guys. Why don't you each give us? Let me check. I want to make a morale check for the town.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think there's a good chance they're just gonna, if one town is burned to the ground and they've got access to the Talabek, there's boats here, they're just gonna pile on the boats as much as they can and get the fuck out of here. Potentially, because they do not have a wall behind which to protect themselves.
Looking around, I think people are going to be panicking and scarpering. I didn't make the leadership role, so perhaps I'm not picking it all up. But I look around and think these people have not got a chance.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Here we go. Empire townsfolk. Here we go. Why don't you each give us a 2d10 roll? Willpower is a 3. Let's see. And this is you're taking a share of the pool each here. It's 2 successes.
Sorry, am I rolling as well?
2d10, please.
Sorry, apologies. Right, yeah.
The total pool would be a 4d10. 3 successes. They're fighting. That's a total success result on it. They are beginning to arm. I mean, they're arming themselves with like farming implements or like fishing tools or the fish bonkers and things like that. So they seem to be getting ready to take a fight. Some of the others are like hiding kids or like moving them down towards the docks. Some less brave individuals who are not locals have already taken to their boats and are getting ready to set sail despite the time of day. It's probably late evening or like late afternoon at this point, because you would have been traveling through the day and then having your chats and whatnot. So you guys can all see this. The town seems like it is getting ready to make a stand. There are routes out from here. What are you two going to do?
I mean, I picture us standing there watching. Probably a little surprised that they're of the courage. And I look at Christoph and with Well, what do you think?
I wonder if we can help them hold the village.
If we fled, I would also feel badly not knowing the fate of my companions. Anyway.
Indeed.
So
I wonder if we can cause enough consternation in the goblins that we can push things in our favor.
Cause them to break a bit.
Yeah. I have a couple of possible magics that might help with that as they fall upon the village.
All right. No, that sounds fine.
If we have some waning hours in the day for you to take advantage of, we can do said A-team montage here. What are you guys thinking of doing to try and assist here?
That's got to be you, Jesper, with your background. I'm a hedge wizard who lives in a hole in the ground.
Yeah, I'll try to set up defenses.
Tolkien's less well-known child's book.
Yeah.
I will.
Oh, and I think you guys each get a fate point back too. That was well done defeating the.
All right.
Could be useful.
I will. Yeah, I will try to organize as best I can. Of making sure everyone has a weapon and the best defensible spots in the village to make sure they're there and not the worst.
Do you think you have a lore that would apply here to give you a bonus to your leadership test?
Yeah. What do you got?
Well, I mean, if is there any farming around here? Like I'm one of them?
Not really here. This is a riverside town. It's
Yeah.
like fishing and stuff like that. So nothing else.
We're in Talabek, right? Are we in the?
Yep.
I see. I'm Talabek too.
With your accent. Hello, can't you hear how American I am?
I am one of you.
It's like, or reverse every time I do a British accent.
Yeah.
Then what? I don't think that necessarily applies because it sort of has to have some kind of tangential connection there. You know the province, but like it said, it's not a localized thing, so it's not necessarily going to be of value here.
I say, the Kingdom of Britonia, we stand with you.
Very good. Still not going to fly. Give us a leadership check, please.
I'm working so hard here.
Very
Kevin.
hard. Yeah, absolutely.
So hard.
You have applied the I have history technique, and I applaud you for it.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give us a leadership. Come on.
That is horrible.
Oh.
I'll try again.
You want to fate that? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Make that a glorious roll.
Indeed. Let's see. So just should I just roll it again?
Yeah, you got no successes. You might as well just re-roll everything.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
Oof. I think what maybe this comes down to is in part because of the there's a lot of people who were like, you fucking ran last time. You're just going to use this as cannon fodder. Like, we're not going to be listening to you to position us up front so that we can just die so you can run away again, Bretonian.
And I was thinking also my accent's so strong, half of them don't know what I said. As I go,
Exactly.
Hey, go Hootan! Hey, go!
Yeah. So a combination, you are not making any friends. Nobody wants to hear what the fuck you think should be done here. It has led to, if anything, a little less in the preparations. Christoph, what are you thinking?
I think what I'm thinking is I'm researching when it all goes very, very badly. What's the route that I can get out?
Yeah, good question.
I'm kind of planning. I want to create one of those truths, which means best escape route out of this village.
Yeah. So
I don't know if my survival ability might come into play there or
definitely
something.
Would.
Just to
are you thinking overland?
Sorry?
Are you thinking overland? Do you want to go?
I'm thinking overland. I think the boats could be a disaster. I think those that have already gone have gone, and then if things go badly, probably the villagers will be thinking about trying to get to the.
Yeah, whatever this tributary is, because you've got both Empire and Province, so you'd have a knowledge. This is one of the things, about a day and a half's travel. You definitely will have a way to get away, but you're going to run into an issue when you reach this.
That's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
But that is
it's more immediate. It's not like it's immediate. Get out of the immediate.
Love it. So
Aftermath. Potential.
You got lore of the province, right?
I have.
Yep. So give you a +1 dice to your survival check, and go ahead and give us a survival roll, please. Yep. You've got a free and clear way of that you think is going to be to get away.
Okay.
What are you foreseeing your respective roles in the coming conflict if they are going to attack? Do you guys want to be in the vanguard? Do you want to be fighting together? Do you want to be trying to like be alongside other defenders? What are you thinking? Do you want to kind of, you know, run a, what do you call it? Not a salvo, what is it called? A foray out into the sortie out into the goblins and see what the fuck is going on in the forest.
Yeah, the sortie sounds good for one reason, because I'm a little better at it. That's kind of what I'm with my Vanguard talent.
Yeah, what's that do?
I will do both. Stand by. You operate as an advanced scout using stealth or dense terrain to cover a rapid infiltration or beat a hasty retreat to your allies. When you move quietly or move carefully as part of a maneuver, you may also move to an adjacent zone.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Despair is definitely going to be helpful for... What's your stealth like, Christoph?
Oh, let's have a look, because I am somebody who's a good survivalist, but my stealth looks to be 3.
It's not bad. Stealth is what? Dexterity?
Agility.
Yeah.
Agility,
Yeah.
okay.
Same, yeah.
So then, and what's your agility score? Is it a 2 or a 3?
It's 3.
That's pretty good then. 3 and 3,
Yeah.
relatively speaking.
And in terms of my role, what I was seeing was...
I mean, you're not a disaster, you know?
I'm not... well, that's to be seen. I saw my role as like in the vanguard, and I would be sort of laying out Plague of Rust upon them as they come in, and basically completely undo their sort of martial capabilities, their, you know, rust their swords, have their shields sort of start to splinter and decay, so that they're not as effective when they hit, and then probably do a fiery goodbye.
Okay, love it. That is, if not a Orcscrocher, it would be a Gobbo Grinder, I guess.
Yeah, something like that.
There we go. Incidentally, the session is entitled Heir to the Orcscrocher.
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
So, then, Jesper, I guess, but before things go down, you would be having a chance to reconnoiter. Do you want to time it for kind of like magic hour, so you're going to have as much dusk as that sort of haziness to take advantage of it, or are you planning on sticking to the low to the ground?
Yeah, I think, darkness, for sure.
Can you see in darkness, though?
I've also got concealing clothing, Sean, which means I get an extra die on top of that for my stealth.
Ooh. You could reconnoiter with him as well. That would give you 4 dice against skill 3s, Christoph.
Yeah. I was thinking it might be actually useful, yeah.
That's the same as me. So,
okay.
Let's go. Maybe what you said, the dusk, so we can see, but it's still a little bit.
Okay. Then each of you gets 1 extra dice on top. So you get 2 bonus dice total, Christoph, and Jesper, you get your 1 bonus dice. Go ahead and give us a stealth check.
All right. Ooh.
Wowzers. Okay.
Wow.
Now, this has it has a kind of nebulously defined kind of like momentum mechanic in the game. So you can use extra successes to try and get very special successes, or very, remarkable outcomes from your success. Do you have any thoughts, Jesper, about what you want to get with that extra? Because you got a total success for 1. You also got 1 in excess of that. Things like information, efficiency, impressiveness, and you got 2 actually, because the total success is only 3 successes. What do you think?
I think that I want to say we located the commander.
Sure. Yeah. You want me to show you a picture?
Yeah.
I do. I like the art in most C7 stuff as well. The art in Old World is really fucking good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Those skulkers are pretty sweet.
Oh yeah. Well, and that's I'm sorry, John. Is it John Noble? Is that the guy who passed away this week?
John Blanche.
John Blanche. Yeah, he's the one. Like, that's all the look of these things. John Blanche is the one to credit for the look of all this stuff. It's very cool that they've gone back to specifically those kind of looks for this.
Yeah.
But look at, so this is the commander.
Oh, wow.
And
that's crazy.
He has a bodyguard.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Blimey. Well, I don't fancy yours much.
The number of goblins here probably it's in the dozens, but not the hundreds. So like there's a significant thing, but this is no way, this is a fraction of what was attacking the town. And I think without any successes, that's got to mean something. For them to have sent this many people simply in pursuit of one person, I think there's something you could infer from that.
And not just how important Jasper is, probably something else.
Beyond just the clear importance of the...
I whisper, curious, Christoph, that there's so many to simply chase me. Maybe they are actually after this village after all. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. They're after something. There's so many of them.
It wasn't just it couldn't be just me. Could it?
I don't know who you are.
No, it could not.
Oh.
I was
are you suggesting if you give yourself up, you'll save the village?
No,
you are indeed the most noble of Bretonians.
No, that was not what I was inferring.
Wasn't where you were going.
No. But I was wondering if we could at least harangue this commander, that perhaps we give him pause in his pursuits.
I'll tell you, the commander seems pretty agitated. Not excited to go into battle. He's screaming. Maybe this is the way greenskins operate with one another, but he seems bullying and forcing this kind of group to go in. If you think of what faced the town was overwhelming forces. It was very close to a warg. It was just a wave of things. That's partly why you retreated. Those who called you coward for retreating did not see the sheer numbers of these goblins. But what's here, greenskins, Christoph, with your experience, your lore in the Empire and the province in general, their success is in numbers. And in particular for goblins, they are cowardly. Poison arrows, spider mounts, warg mounts, that's the things they use to their advantage. This is not an advantageous position for this particular group to be attacking this particular town, and yet they're getting ready to do so.
So they really, really must want something.
Or they may wish to avoid something.
Yeah.
There's an old saying among the orcs, or translated into Reichspiel, dead men tell no tales.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah. They don't want to betray their strength at this stage. They don't want word to get out.
Something to contemplate. between now and whenever we play Old World again. So we are out of time, unfortunately.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Honestly, you can't leave it there.
So, Graham, first time, I wanted to give you an opportunity to have some time to chat. This is your first time playing Old World. What was your impression?
Yeah, I love it. Love it. As you might expect, it's as Sean, as you were saying, it's lighter, it's breezy, it's bouncy. I'm quite a dice pooly kind of person. I quite enjoy the sort of clatter of many dice and trying to do some successy things. It's preserved the Warhammer feel. You know, obviously it's got the setting, slightly different, but not so different that you can't work back from what you know if you do know the Warhammer setting. So it's got all of that. I mean, from the brief amount of play I've had, seems to play absolutely fine. I don't believe you need all the skills in Warhammer anyway to actually play a really good game. So it's got that. I think it looks great. I can see why there's such a good buzz about it. You know, there's quite a lot of people saying it's a good, fun game. That's great to hear. I'm glad you enjoyed. Yeah, it's funny because I was this weekend we have 3 Warhammer games that I had to relearn for the purpose of these sessions, because we've got Wrath and Glory, which we hadn't played in 2 months. We got this morning, which we hadn't played in a month, and we've got Soulbound, which we haven't played in for fucking ever, like years. Oh wow! So I was having to kind of get my head around it too. When I got back into reading and prepping for this game, I'm like, oh yeah, this is why I love this game. Like, this is going to be, I think the ease with which you could pick up and play, we could have very easily done Care Gen and had a satisfying session in the 3 hours we had too. Yeah, like it's a really, really fun game, and I think especially when you start having that knowledge of the region and the area, there's going to be that that fun of like, oh, this is what our Grim Portent is going to be about, because this particular one is about the Greenskins, but there's all sorts of other things that could be going on as your Grim Portent, and be the sort of focus for your campaign in different regions in here, different contacts and whatnot. So like, I think the replayability, even though it seems to be very focused on one area and detailing that one area, the replayability of that content is enormous. Yeah. So in the same way, like for what do you call it? Blades in the Dark, Dustfall. Dustfall is the same. Like, they have given at least one other city, I think maybe 2 now, that you can go to. But like, you can have a lifetime's worth of adventures in Dustfall alone and have, you know, different experiences each time. Sean, your second time at bat for this. Any further insights you've got on it?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, you know, I was the combination of starting at 7 a.m. for me and you know, not having played it for a month for my first time.
And played last night and playing again this afternoon. John is joining me on the Warhammer Marathon today.
Yeah. It took me like 20 minutes to, like, you know, what to figure, you know, to just to remember what's going on, and then I was like, oh, you know, then it all comes rushing back as far as how it all works, because there's not, you know, it's pretty constrained mechanically. So it was good. Yeah, it's.
I tell you, I love how wounds work. I love how the staggered mechanic works. One of the things I really love about Savage Worlds, and I love how I don't know, how relatively fast the combat mechanics are. Like, you've got some interesting decisions to make in it too, but we're really getting through that stuff and managing a large group of adversaries. We're moving along at a real good clip. Yeah, I can see that. And for an impatient motherfucker like me, that's always a plus. So, any closing thoughts, guys, before we launch into our outro? Oh, everyone gets 1 XP.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, even that, you know, you get 1 XP. You know, it's like a very simplified, you know.
Yeah, it's smart. I'll tell you, I'll bet you it's because of, like, the discussion in some of the other games where it's not clear in the rule books what you should be granting. Soulbound is like that, where it's kind of uncertain. Wrath and Glory is kind of like that, where it's kind of uncertain. It's a little more directed in Warhammer Fantasy roleplay, but it's so baroque, the system for figuring out, okay, did you achieve a goal? Did you achieve a party goal, an individual goal? Is there other XP you're going to get? So, like, it's perfectly fine, but it seems from
a lot of plates here.
Like, when I was figuring out what to award for each session from looking online, everyone seems like a lot of groups end up landing on just grant X amount per session, you know. And if you really want to reward a particularly notable session, give a little bit extra. Yeah, from the GM side, this remains a fucking terrific game to run. I can't wait for this to come out in print just to have the ease of reference to those books. But even I've been running this with my little spiral bound versions and PDFs of the GM's guide, the book that comes with the GM screen and the starter set. It's going to be amazing when it's all out. And I bet you this is a real fun game to run in person too, because it's a dice pool mechanic, but you're not rolling 12 dice and trying to count up successes the way you do in like Shadowrun or some other dice pool games that can just become interminable. Awesome. Then no other closing thoughts, guys?
No, I don't think so.
So let's slam the door on this session of the Old World. A horde of greenskins about to eradicate a small town. What will our heroes do with this knowledge? Stand and potentially die against the greenskin horde, which seems to be what they want, or escape with the intelligence, which will thwart the greenskins' efforts but leave a town doomed. We'll have to see. For those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for this one-shot of playing Warhammer the Old World. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the game, or the adventure we're playing, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. There's also a link down below to the Dungeon Musings Discord server, where all of us are active, and we have channels that are dedicated to the many Warhammer games we run on the channel, not just in the next 24 hours, or the last 24 hours, but many of the other ones we run as well as Find a Group, GM discussion, virtual tabletop chat. There's a terrific, helpful, knowledgeable, and friendly community there. You're more than welcome to join us. There's also a link down below to our friends at Noble Knight Games. Noble Knight Games is the preeminent unionized retailer of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs in North America. Not only do they have an incredible selection of new role-playing games, board games, and card games, they have an unmatched selection of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs. And what I have for hard-to-find and out-of-print on hand, like say you want to track down Atomic Age Cthulhu. I really want to play Cthulhu in the 1950s. Well, there you go. If they don't have something in stock that you're looking for, you can put it on a want list and they'll send you an email when it comes in. And if you make a purchase of $10 or more through their website, be sure to enter the code Summer Nights. All caps, all one word, night with a K. It's listed down below. That'll save you 10% on any purchase between now and end of June 2026. If you're listening to this after that time, just come back to one of our more recent videos. The discount code for Noble Knight should be listed down below. The last thing I'll say is a huge thank you to our stalwart, grim, and glorious players. So, Graham and Sean, thank you so much for diving in. It's always tough, especially for the morning sessions. And then, Graham, I know you had a busy day today as well, to jump in and do a terrific job of role-playing your characters and engaging with a game that you're not familiar with. So thank you very much to both of you. This game is, the cognitive load on the GM side is so light. And compared to a lot of other games, this game is really, setting aside playing with great players is always a treat, but this game is a very easy game to run. So that also makes for a delightful start to the morning. So thank you very much, guys. We will be back with more Warhammer in 2 weeks' time. But until then, we hope that we gave you a few hours to take your mind off the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that our heroes are encountering on the rural regions of Talabek, and having encountered the grim portent. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.